All right, here's our last example of factoring quadratic trinomials. Again, just repeating myself, we're trying to find which two numbers multiply together to give us this constant number on the end, but add together to give us the coefficient on this middle term. So again, in our case, that means which two numbers multiply together to give us positive 14, but added together will give us negative 9. So let's start how we always do by listing off factors of that number on the end, 14. So I could have a positive 1 times positive 14. That will give me a positive 14. Also, negative 1 times negative 14 will give me a positive 14. Friendly reminder, negative times a negative does equal a positive. A couple more factors we have left are 2 times 7 will give me positive 14, as will negative 2 times negative 7 will give me a positive 14. So let's go through our list and figure out which pair of numbers added together will give us the coefficient on that middle term, negative 9. At the top, 1 plus 14 will give us 15, not the coefficient in the middle. We want negative 9. So I will not use that pair of factors. Next up, we have negative 1 plus negative 14 gives me negative 15, not the coefficient on the middle term. Next, we have 2 plus 7. That gives me a positive 9. That's really close, but again, we want a negative 9, not a positive 9. So I actually will not use that pair of factors. Last choice must be it. Negative 2 plus negative 7 equals negative 9. So that is the pair of factors that I want to use. Now that I found the pair of factors of 14 that add together to give me negative 9, I can finish factoring my trinomial. And I start by setting up 2 sets of parentheses and writing the variable I'm using, which is n, at the beginning of each set of parentheses. Now we will finish by adding each factor to each variable inside those parentheses. Our first factor is a negative 2, so instead of writing plus 2, I'm going to write minus 2. Again, that's because it is negative. Our second factor is a negative 7, so again, instead of writing plus 7, I'm going to write minus 7. Again, that's because it is negative. So since both of our factors were negative, we had negative 2 and negative 7, we wrote minus 2 and minus 7. And finally, we have finished factoring that quadratic trinomial into n minus 2 times the quantity n minus 7. Thanks for watching.